Hi, Mumukshu. Am I audible?
Hi, sir. How are you?
Superb, superb, superb. What about you?
Yes, sir. You are audible.
Perfect. Okay, so
Yes, sir. I'm driving.
you're driving? Okay. Uh, so did you do that activity which I requested this morning? Hello.
Hello.
Yeah. So did you do the activity which I suggested this morning?
Yes, sir. I didn't write it, but I have my mental record.
Okay.
Mm.
So what did you discover for yourself? Can you highlight at least two, three of them? Maybe some major activity which you did every hour.
Yes. Uh, 1 hour ago, I came back from doing my boxing workout. Then
Okay.
I should I start from the morning or I
Better
so
start
I
from the
just
morning so
tell
that
you
we
the
can follow
highlights.
chronology.
Yeah.
Better start
Today
from
I
the
wake up late
morning.
around.
Yeah.
Uh, Today I wake up late around 8:45.
Hmm.
Then I had some coffee. Then I went to my mother and father's room. We had a
Hmm.
chat about something. Then I
Hmm.
was scrolling my phone about half an hour, 30 to 45 minutes. Then I read your message about journaling or activities throughout the day. Then I realized
Okay.
that I wasted those 30 to 45 minutes. But I was aware of them. I know that I am wasting my time, but this something I couldn't stop.
It's okay. It's okay.
So So after that, I went to the boxing, and then I came back and I had my lunch. Then I'm going to somewhere.
Okay. So if I ask you that which of these activities can be delegated, the activity that you did
Which are activities get delegated.
can be delegated. Yeah. There's some activity which you did, however, it could have been delegated instead of you doing it.
I guess scrolling. I was aware that I'm wasting my time. That could be deferred. I guess.
Mhm. I'm talking about delegation. For example, you did some activities
Yeah.
can be delegated to somebody instead of you doing it.
But no, none that I can think of.
None of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So none of the activity which you did since 9 o'clock in the morning, nine, so 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 6 hours. In these six
Yeah.
hours, whatever you did, none of those activities can be delegated.
Yes, sir. None of them.
Okay. Just think about it. Because maybe you have done certain activities which could have been delegated. कुछ ना कुछ तो होगा ही. See what you are saying, those are the,
Actually,
yeah.
actually, from since morning. There's none of the activity which can be delegated. I mean, all things are very personal. Like I was doing my workout, I was scrolling the phone, I was with my family. So who could have done this in my place? I don't think so. Anyone can do
Okay,
that.
so 9 o'clock to 3 o'clock, you are totally busy with yourself. You didn't do
Yeah.
anything which could have been delegated to anybody.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
It's all your personal time.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you're lucky. Okay, the next question is which of those activities can be completely avoided?
Scrolling, procrastinating. I am saying like I was aware of everything. Like I am wasting my time. I should get up early. I should read some books. But I know I'm just scrolling my Insta feed. I know that. So that could be curbed, you know.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about completely avoided, not curb.
Yeah, I can
Any activity.
avoid that completely. This scrolling,
Okay. And how much is that time?
45 minutes in a go.
45 minutes in a go.
Yeah.
So over last 6 hours, you only had 45 minutes on for scrolling or something more also.
Yeah, for scrolling, I was talking to my friends also on call,
Mm,
and we
mm.
were planning to meet. And I was sitting with my family. They were discussing about something. That's it.
Okay. So how much that time could be, which you think that you could have completely avoided?
You could have how much time?
How
Uh,
much that whole those whole activities, if you keep on adding them over last
mm,
6 hours, how much of that time you could have completely avoided in doing those activities? Like even if you don't do those activities, they don't matter.
2.5 to 3 hours, up to 50% of the time.
50% of the time.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay. Now, no, notice carefully. So out of 6 hours, 3 hours you dedicated for your own self,
yeah,
and remaining 3 hours you are saying that it can be avoided.
yeah, yes.
Okay. During in those 3 hours, now let us come to those 3 hours which you could have been
Mm,
avoided.
mm.
Is there anything which you could have been delegated? Still, you just need to get that job done,
Okay.
but you don't to do it on yourself, but you can delegate somebody and it can be done. Is there anything like that?
Then those 3 hours which I've wasted. You are saying you are asking me about that.
Which could have been avoided. I'm talking about that.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, yeah. Delegated. I cannot name a
Actually, think,
person who can act on my behalf. But yeah, but they can be, but they could be avoided. You know, I मतलब मैं उन्हें अटेंड ही नहीं करता उन चीजों को. मैं अटेंशन ही पे नहीं
hmm,
करता. लाइक
hmm.
स्क्रोलिंग हो गई, बैठना हो गया, ये सब. अगर मैं करता नहीं तो कुछ मैटर भी नहीं करती वो चीजें.
See, if you could have been avoided, then you can
Hmm.
use that 3 hours of time productively, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
When we are talking about completely avoiding, that means you can completely avoid and you can take 3 hours for yourself.
Yes, yes.
Now, what I'm saying that is it possible that those 3 hours which you are talking about is something जो आप करना चाहते हो, फॉर एग्जाम्पल आप उसका अवॉइड भी नहीं कर पा रहे हो, लेकिन आप किसी को डेलीगेट करके वो काम करवा सकते हैं, ऐसा कुछ था उसमें ड्यूरिंग दोस थ्री
नहीं,
आवर्स
ऐसा कुछ भी नहीं था. मतलब मैं अवॉइड करके वो काम अपने लिए प्रोडक्टिव काम,
हम्म
कोई काम खुद ही कर सकता हूँ. बट कोई
हम्म
ऐसा कोई पर्सन नहीं है कि मैं उसे बोलूँ, क्योंकि ये सब काम तो बट पेटी मतलब वैसे काम है कि हाँ घर वाले बैठे हैं उनके साथ बैठा हुआ हूँ या फोन स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ. इसमें कौन ही मेरे ब्याह पे कौन ही काम करेगा. ये तो बस ऐसे ही है. संडे था आज, वीकेंड था.
okay so see it's only you and me who are talking because nobody else is there, otherwise we could have got some other dimensions to this whole game. Now imagine Mumukshu, out of those 3 hours, just those three
Yeah,
hours
yes, yes sir.
you had only those 3 hours to work today, if only 3 hours,
Yes,
or those 3 hours
yes,
you think you have wasted or you could have completely avoided.
yes.
Imagine if that is the only 3 hours available to you today.
Okay.
What you would have done in those 3 hours? सोच समझ के बताना, बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट बात अभी हम कर रहे हैं. It's not that simple, that light.
If I have my only 3 hours today for
Imagine
working.
those 3 hours are with you. Only those 3 hours which you could have avoided. That is the only 3 hours available to you.
Okay,
What
okay.
you would have done?
So, I would read a book which I'm reading right now.
Hmm,
Then I'll explore things related to my field,
hmm,
like what are the new trends. I could work on my brand,
hmm.
like what I have to start. I could meditate. Yeah, these things. These are three things I can think about right now.
Okay. So now what you need to do is you need to figure out. Let us to take care. Let us to focus on this book part, book reading.
Yeah.
If you would have got that time or utilized that time to read that book, उससे क्या फर्क पड़ता? What difference would that have made?
uh, that could that would the book is called Becoming Supernatural by Dr. Joe Dispenza.
Right, that is a
So
book we are reading every Sunday nowadays at 6:30 a.m. We have a group reading where we are reading this book. Actual.
so
I
I
invite
am
you to join that group. Yeah, carry on.
okay. So I am practicing the techniques that he has mentioned, breathing
Hmm.
techniques,
Hmm.
and now I am on the heart intelligence part.
Hmm.
So I would practice some of them. Like he says, tap into the present moment. So if there are infinite possibilities around you, you can fetch them.
Correct.
So I am actually that could really benefit me. So I could be relieved from my past patterns of working. Like like I said, I know I'm wasting my time, but still my body is keeping scrolling the Insta feed. So I want to create my new body mind. So that would be beneficial for me on
Okay. So,
in all the spectrum of my life, like financially, psychologically, physically.
hmm. Okay. Now let us just take this one example. Let's just talking about this book. So
Okay.
you are getting. We can take other areas also, but let us just start. Just take this one example. So you had this opportunity to read this book, which you missed today,
Oh,
right? That's what you are saying,
yes, yes.
which you missed today. Now,
Okay.
and if you would have read this book, it would have been made you a little more better person than you are today, than you were yesterday.
Yes, sir.
ये भी
Obviously.
possible है.
Yes, yes.
Now ask yourself, this is a question you need to ask yourself, what influenced you not to read that book? Instead, keep scrolling the social media. I'm just
What?
connecting the between only two activities.
Okay.
Scrolling, you said you spent scrolling.
Yes,
Out
yes.
of 3 hours, let us assume you spent on scrolling for 45 minutes or an hour or so.
Yes, sir.
Now, that 1 hour you could have utilized or leveraged to read this book, which you didn't do. It's okay. And
Yes, yes.
you spend that time on scrolling social media.
Yes, sir.
My question is, ask yourself very carefully. The question is, what influenced you to do that?
What influenced me?
Yeah,
Uh,
what influenced you to scroll instead of reading the book?
the habit of procrastinating. I know that I have to read the book. I was interested in reading that book,
Hmm.
but still my body didn't allow me to go to leave the phone, get the book, and start reading. That's the thing. I'm like I'm saying, I was aware that I had to read that, but
Hmm.
these patterns are blocking me. Uh, after reading that book, I am keep repeating the words patterns and all.
It's
So
okay.
these
It's okay.
patterns, these patterns stopped me from doing that thing.
Okay. Now there is another option that you could have just listened to the audiobook of this book.
Audiobook.
Yeah, the audiobook also available. This book audiobook be available,
Acha.
which is available on YouTube itself. It's a free audiobook.
Okay. No, I didn't think of that.
Okay. I'm just telling you now. See, you are talking about procrastination. You are talking about के उतना मेहनत कौन करेगा अभी बुक को खोलो पढ़ो.
नहीं, मेहनत नहीं, वो लाइक वो फोन में जो फीड्स आ रही थी वो काफी एंगेजिंग थी, सो आई वाज अवेयर कि हाँ मुझे बुक पढ़नी है, बट स्टिल
Hmm.
आई couldn't get up. So that
It's
was the
okay.
thing.
It's okay. It's okay. So that is the something else was influencing your thoughts instead of you influencing your thought.
Yes, yes. Thought was influencing me. Yeah, yeah. That's the right line. Thoughts were
Exactly.
influencing
Something
me.
happened. You just opened your phone. Something happened. You watched something. Some reel you just watched, and then what happened? It took control of your thoughts.
Yes, yes.
Your thoughts took control of your brain,
Yeah.
or rather, your thought took control of yourself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Then you kept on watching that. and
Yes,
probably
sir.
you forgot everything.
Yes, yes. I
So
completely
engaged
forgot.
into it.
Yes, yes, yes.
है. Okay. This is just we are talking of one activity out of those 3 hours.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. If we consider it in terms of money, listen to this
Con
conversation very carefully now.
okay.
See, in the very first activity, you must have noticed in the very first activity of the very first session where we are talking about 1440 minutes of the day.
Okay, 40 minutes of the day. Yes, sir.
You have 1440 minutes of the day, and what we said that let us compare these 40
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
minutes with 1440 rupees.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
So you have 1440 rupees in your pocket.
Sir, could you wait for a second? I need to
Yeah,
just a second, sir, please.
yeah, sure.
Hello.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
sir. Sorry. So sorry. I got someone. Yeah.
It's okay, it's okay, it's okay. Can you come on camera for a minute? I just want to take a
Yes, sir.
sneak.
Yes, sir. Just a second, sir. Actually, I'm connecting my phone to the car, so just wait a while.
Yeah, sure.
Yes, sir.
Wow. Okay. So just look at the camera and we'll count 1, 2, 3 together and we'll freeze at 3 for a few seconds. Okay.
Okay.
So here we go. 1, 2, 3. Brilliant. Good. So this is actually turning out to be an exclusive session for you. Just enjoy the
Okay.
session. So yeah, so what we are discussing is now, so we have 1440 minutes with us throughout the day. Yeah, 1440 minutes in 24 hours.
Okay.
Imagine this 1440 minutes is equal to 1440 rupees for you.
40
One,
rupees.
1440 rupees.
One for 1440 rupees. Okay.
So every minute is equal to 1 rupee for you.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And you are carrying that 1440 rupees with yourself.
Okay.
Okay. Now, given an opportunity, if you had to pay 60 rupees,
Okay. 60 rupees. Yeah.
so 60 rupees, like you read that book for 1 hour or you scrolled
Yeah.
the social media for 1 hour, let us assume that The 60 rupees that is given to you,
Okay.
you have been asked to use this money to do one of these activities. Either read the book or scroll the social media.
Okay.
Which one will you opt for?
I would opt for obviously for the book
Because of the money or because of the time?
because of the time.
Yeah. So now what we are doing, we are replacing the time with money.
Okay.
So now if you had to spend that 60 rupees, what will
Okay.
you spend that for? On reading that book or browsing the social media?
I would be spending the rupees for reading the book, obviously.
Yeah,
Yeah, reading the book.
right.
Right.
Now there were another 120 minutes out of 3 hours which you said were not productive for you. 1 hour
Okay.
तो हमने निकाल लिया किताब पढ़ने के लिए.
हाँ जी.
बाकी 120 रुपए आपने कहाँ खर्च किए? वो जो 2 घंटा जो आप you are saying that it could have been avoided, but you have actually paid for it, right? If you look at it in terms of money, वो समय तो आपका गया.
Sir, sir, could you repeat the question? Actually the network got lost.
Okay, the question is that for those 3 hours you have got 180 rupees.
Okay.
180 minutes, that means 180 rupees.
Yeah.
So you put that 180 rupees for something which you think that it is not productive for you.
Okay.
Out of that
I,
60 rupees हमने निकाल लिया.
हाँ
That
जी.
60 rupees you could have invested to read the book.
Okay.
अगर आपको पैसे देने पड़ते तो आप क्या करते हैं ना?
हाँ जी. हाँ.
Imagine. Now you have another 120 rupees with you.
Okay.
उसको लेके आपने क्या किया उन 2 घंटे में, रिमेनिंग 2 hours?
120 मिनट्स में मैं कुछ फिजिकल एक्टिविटी करता, लाइक कॉम्बैट स्पोर्ट्स एंड ऑल. मेरी मेडिटेशन जो डॉक्टर जो डिस्पेंसर ने बताइए वो ट्राई करता.
So now
और
you have an opportunity to think in terms of money as every minute.
ओके.
See, पैसे से किसी भी चीज को कनेक्ट करने से बहुत आसान होता है.
हाँ जी. हाँ जी.
You know that this money is you are putting it anyway for this activity.
यस.
Now, if you're sleeping, for example, for 8 hours,
या.
8 into 60 rupees आपका गया, but you invested it for sleeping. This
या.
may not be wrong because it could be an investment. It is not a spending.
ओके.
You know, now remaining जो आपके पास रह गया 16 hours,
हाँ जी.
उसका इक्विवेलेंट जो भी अमाउंट है,
हाँ जी.
अगर वो बाकी आपके पास इन कैश रहता तो वो आप कहाँ खर्च करते?
Something very 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 productive, or
Yes,
something
because
that
now,
something that could make my investment threefold.
yeah, threefold hope, onefold hope, at least you know that I'm investing this money
Yeah.
or I'm using this money for something which I know what I'm using it for.
Okay.
आप हर चीज में वैल्यू देखते हैं कि नहीं?
हाँ जी. हाँ.
अभी भी कहीं पे भी आप 100 रुपए भी खर्च करते हैं, आप उसे वैल्यू देखते हैं कि नहीं?
हाँ जी.
दिस इज व्हाट आई एम इन्वाइटिंग.
एक्चुअली अभी तक तो जो चीजें बॉडी को माइंड को प्लेजरेबल लगती हैं किया कि मतलब दैट वुड गिव मी दैट डोपामिन हिट. सो अभी तक तो स्पेंडिंग तो ज्यादातर उस पर हो जाती है कि लाइक ये चीज ले ली, वो ले ली, या थोड़ा फन हो गया, लाइक दैट.
या
बट
सो नाउ
वैल्यू.
व्हाट
हाँ जी.
यू
वैल्यू
हैव
के लिए
एन,
हाँ जी. या.
हाँ, सो यू हैव एन ऑप्शन कि अगर इसमें मुझे अभी 2 घंटा लगाना है एंड इफ आई हैव टू पे 120 रुपीज फॉर दैट, विल आई डू इट और नॉट?
ओके.
इफ यू थिंक चलेगा ठीक है, इफ यू थिंक नहीं चलेगा, that is the time you need to focus on that, then where I should pay attention to right now.
ओके.
Now this 1 rupee per minute can be 10 rupees per minute also, depending on the kind of money that you make.
Okay.
So for example, if your daily income is 14,400, then every minute counts 10 rupees.
Yes.
If it is 1,44,000, then every minute counts 100 rupees.
Yes. Every minute. Yeah.
Every minute. So this is the invitation which I shared in the activity this morning. कि आप अपना समय कहाँ पे लगा रहे हो उसका auditing करो.
Okay.
And multiply those minutes with your actual rate of earning right now.
Yeah.
So you know how much money you are making per day.
Yeah.
है ना? आप उसको 24 से डिवाइड कर दो, पर आवर मिल जाएगा.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
है ना? मिनट में अभी जाने की जरूरत नहीं है, आवर ही काफी है.
हाँ जी, हाँ जी.
Now you know that if you are scrolling social media for 1 hour, is it worth investing that money on social media or not, is the question that you need to ask yourself.
Hello.
Yeah.
Am I audible, sir?
Yes.
So, what was the question, sir?
The question is that whatever your per hour income is, you know
Okay.
what is your per hour income?
Yeah.
Now, when you're
I need to. Yeah.
yes, now when you're doing any activity, you can think in those terms that if I am scrolling social media for 1 hour,
Mm.
and if
Yeah.
this is my per hour income, that means I am putting this income to watch social media for 1 hour.
Yes. Yes.
Is it worth it?
Okay.
The only question that you need to ask is it worth it? If it is not, you will naturally notice that you are not getting influence to do that activity anymore.
No, that's not worth it. Social media is no, completely not worth it.
Hannah,
Yeah.
are you getting the conversation now?
Yeah. Yeah. I'm getting the conversation. Actually, you want to tell me that I need to put some put some value everything I do in monetary terms.
In monetary terms, yes, that is the spiritual angle to it.
Yeah. So, sir, actually, when I guess so, you also meditate, but when some people meditate or some people try to know themselves, so are they are not investing monetarily, you know, finances are not connected there. So, are they part and parcel of that activity is a part and parcel of the finance, or we need to replace it with something more productive in monetary
Even
terms?
when you meditate for a reason.
To brain and heart
Whatever
coherent.
be that reason, I'm not challenging that reason or I'm not asking you that reason. The point is that if getting that result out of your meditation is worthwhile, listen to this question. So that say you are meditating for 1 hour, for example, and if you meditate for 1 hour, your productivity goes by say 2 hours, for example.
Okay.
Now, if this is so, then comes the question that given that 1 hour, whether I should meditate or I'll do something else.
Okay.
Now let us imagine that say your per hour earning is 1,000 rupees, for example.
Okay.
Now you can ask this question: should I invest that 1,000 rupees for meditating, or should I invest that 1,000 rupees for something else? बोलो मैं
Okay.
1,000 रुपए देके मेडिटेट करने के लिए भी तैयार हूँ.
Sure.
I'm ready to meditate. I'm ready to put this 1,000 rupees for meditation also, instead of scrolling the social media. Given a choice, अगर मुझे कोई 1,000 रुपए देके बोले कि ये 1,000 रुपए मैं तुम्हें दे रहा हूँ only to watch social media,
Okay.
whereas that is the time you want to meditate, what will you do?
1,000 रुपए दे रहा हूँ. At first, the 1,000 rupees offer would be more lucrative, but after a few time, I would say I would for a long term benefit, I would meditate. Yeah,
Yes,
for long term
this
benefit.
is the question. Like now you have 1,000 rupees and you have to pay that 1,000 rupees to somebody
Hmm.
for one of these activity. Which one will you go for?
I have to pay 1,000 rupees to someone for that activity.
For one of these activities, either meditate or you what's social media.
Obviously, meditation. It would be that money would not be wasted. I guess that would be
Yeah.
some way in somewhat life it will be productive. In some place
This
it
is
will be
what
productive.
I'm talking about. So क्या होता है कि समय ऐसा चीज है कि हम उसको ना रिलेट नहीं कर पाते, बिकॉज वो तो हाथ में नहीं है ना. समय इज नॉट इन माई हैंड.
Yes, sir.
द मिनट गॉन इज गॉन.
Yeah.
The minute which is going to come, it is yet to come. So none of them are in my hand.
Yeah. Yeah.
Had it been money, then how would I have reacted? That is
Yeah.
the question that you need to ask. यही अगर समय ना हो कि मेरे हाथ में पैसा होता तो मैं क्या करता.
Hmm. That makes sense. So ये वाली प्रैक्टिस तो काफी चीजें 90 आई गेस 85 to 90% चीजें एलिमिनेट ही कर देंगी लाइफ से.
शायद
एक्टिविटीज.
एलिमिनेट नहीं करोगे क्योंकि लाइफ में एंटरटेनमेंट भी जरूरत है. बट नाउ यू नो दैट आई एम पुटिंग दिस मनी फॉर एंटरटेनमेंट.
या आई वुड बी अवेयर ऑफ दैट.
सी पैसे के साथ कनेक्ट करने से क्या होता है ना, एकदम से आपको उसका वैल्यू समझ में आ जाता
या.
है. दैट इज द एडवांटेज दैट वी गेट.
नाउ आई एम गेटिंग इट.
Like, can you see the spiritual connection with money?
Its purpose is attached to it. Yeah.
या वैल्यू, समय का वैल्यू दे रहा हूं मैं. समय
Okay.
के वैल्यू को समझने के लिए मैं उसको मनी के साथ कनेक्ट कर रहा हूँ. And the easiest way to do that is to observe how much you are earning every hour, and then asking yourself, is it worth it if I put this amount of money which I'm earning every hour into something which is not productive? See, even entertainment can be productive.
Yes. Seeing something,
Yeah,
seeing some good cinema.
yeah. Even watching reels can be productive, depending upon कि आप उसको लिए कर क्या रहे हो. हो
Yes.
सकता
Yes.
है
Yes.
आप जो रील्स वॉच करो उसमें वैल्यूएबल चीजें हैं.
Yeah.
रील्स करना तो मैं जो डिस्पेंसा भी रील्स भी वॉच कर सकता हूँ फॉर एग्जाम्पल.
हाँ जी. Yeah.
है ना. So the point is that you are getting the connection, right? The point that I
Yeah.
want to focus on.
Yeah. I'm getting the connection here.
This is where this auditing part comes in. When we are talking about auditing, the whole objective is to identify that where my time is going. Maybe knowingly, maybe unknowingly. If it is going unknowingly, then now you know that it is going there. And if you connect it with money, then it becomes easier for you to get the value of it.
Okay. So the problem comes in the execution. Sometimes people know everything, like yeah, the time is valuable and all, but due to some habits, they are not able to execute them.
Well,
Planning.
the point is people. One thing is a people. The second
Yeah.
thing is a problem.
Yeah.
These are nothing to do with problem or people. It's only to do with you,
Yeah.
me.
You. Actually, I want to replace people with me. I know the theoretical part, but I don't know the execution. How to
How
do that?
people think, what they do is none of your business. What you think, what you do is your.
Yes. Yes.
Even thinking about people is a wastage of money.
Hmm. Yeah.
Money, time, and effort. It's not going to work for you. You'll notice that many a times you and I waste our time by simply connecting our own thoughts with everybody else.
Yes, yes. Every time.
Like many a times we use the word
Yeah, we. Log, we,
लोग, people, और इसको हम
people.
ऐसे यूज करते हैं, सब ऐसे ही सोचते हैं, सब ऐसे ही करते हैं, और मैं भी वैसे ही
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
हूँ। मैं जैसा
ऑब्जेक्टिवली हम।
सोचता हूँ दूसरा वैसा ही
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
है ना? This is where you need to catch yourself, that whatever I'm thinking about others, is it applicable to others or is it applicable to me?
ओके।
So now you have an opportunity that, say, at least for today, what you can do, you focus on the activities that you're doing every hour. You don't need to write anything anywhere. You just observe and automatically ask yourself whether I'm going to pay money, say 60 rupees per hour for this or not, or maybe 600 rupees per hour for this or whatever your hourly income is. Am I willing to pay this much of money for this activity or not? If the answer is yes, go ahead. If the answer is no, stop and think that what else can I do with this money now?
ओके। व्हाट एल्स आई कैन डू?
Connect it with money. Money के साथ connect करोगे ना बहुत आसान हो जाएगा.
तो सर, अगर हम ऐसा करेंगे तो ये हमें एक स्कार्सिटी वाली फीलिंग नहीं देगा कि लाइक you have the scarcity of the resources. So,
Example.
like, I want to achieve a target, like I want to make my monthly income 20 lakh rupees
Hmm,
for
hmm,
that's for example.
hmm,
And my current income is not 20 lakhs. But
hmm.
if I would do everything with the that perspective, like I'm spending the money, I'm spending the money, I'm spending the money. So that would create a scarcity in me, thought process of scarcity. Like I have limited resources, I have to use that wisely.
No,
And if I feel
it,
abundant, you
no scarcity feelings. It's all about focusing on that whether I will be putting this money for this activity or not.
okay,
Let us assume it is 10 lakh right now, for example.
okay,
10 lakh ही मान लेते 9 lakh मान लेते हैं.
हाँ
9
जी,
lakh divided by 30
okay,
कितना हुआ?
30 30,000,
30,000. 30,000 दिन का हो गया ना.
हाँ जी,
आप मान लेते हैं कि आउट ऑफ 30,000 से 30,000 को और छोटा कर लेते हैं, 24,000 कर लेते हैं.
हाँ जी,
तो घंटे का 1,000 रुपये हुआ.
हाँ जी,
You only need to ask yourself that whatever activity you are going to do, will you invest 1,000 rupees for doing that activity or not?
okay.
If your answer is yes, go ahead and do that activity. If your answer is no, just don't do. अदरवाइज क्या हो रहा था, जो 1,000 रुपये आपके पास आ रहा था वो भी आपने गवा दिया.
That's deep. That's deep. It looks simple, but it's very deep.
हाँ, it looks simple. I said that it looks simple. इसमें थोड़ा सा चर्चा करना पड़े. This is the spiritual angle to it.
Okay.
Value of my life.
But if I am in my office, there's no task at hand, right at that time. So I read that book, Becoming Supernatural or any other book. So according to me, the that is good for my knowledge, my brain, my mind. So
Absolutely.
I could read that instead of scrolling. I could,
Yeah. Now you know what you need to do. It's only you know what you need to do.
yeah.
You know that, see, I have 2 hours in my office and nothing to do right now. And value of these 2 hours is 2000 rupees. Where will I invest this 2000 rupees? Should I invest or should I just waste?
Okay.
It's your choice. Because if you use it, then you save that money as well. And it also works as an investment. So हो सकता है आपका 1000 रुपये कल 1200 बन सकता है.
हाँ जी.
The whole objective is staying productive. It's not being productive only, staying productive.
Staying. Yeah, staying that frequency. Yeah.
ऑब्जर्व करना अपने आप को, मैं अपना समय कहाँ पे लगा रहा हूँ और उससे मेरे को प्रोडक्टिवली कुछ बेनिफिट हो रहा है कि नहीं.
Okay.
Whether it's meditation, whether it's exercise, whether it's just reading a book, or whether it's even taking a 20-minute nap. यहाँ पे मेरे पास पूरी क्लैरिटी होनी चाहिए कि दिस इज एन इन्वेस्टमेंट दैट आई एम मेकिंग.
Yeah.
बस इतनी सी क्लैरिटी चाहिए. पाकिस्तान के फ्लाइट एयरप्लेन्स को या ड्रोन्स को इंडिया ने कैसे गिराया, वो इंफॉर्मेशन लेके अगर मुझे कुछ बेनिफिट है तो मैं उसके ऊपर 10 घंटा समय लगाऊं, सारा दिन उसी को लेके बैठा रहूं.
Hmm.
अगर उससे मुझे कोई फायदा नहीं है तो 5-10 मिनट ही काफी
हाँ जी.
है ना. सुबह 10 बजे जब एमईए का न्यूज ब्रीफिंग हो रहा है, सुन लो बैठ के, 10 मिनट बात खत्म.
Yeah.
बाकी और कहीं पे फोकस करने की जरूरत नहीं, वो तो वही बता रहे हैं जो काम का
So you mean to say declutter?
है. आई एम सेइंग बी फोकस्ड.
Be focused.
Declutter का मतलब है there is still clutter and you are still creating clutter to declutter. If there is no clutter, you don't need to declutter, right?
Yeah.
तो क्लटर क्रिएट करने की जरूरत ही नहीं है, फिर तो डिक्लटर भी एक मेहनत ही हो जाएगा ना.
हाँ जी. हाँ जी.
एक तो क्लटर क्रिएट करने के लिए समय गया, पैसा गया, तो
फिर
डिक्लटर
declutter के लिए.
और समय गया और पैसा गया, एफर्ट चला गया.
Yeah.
हाउ अबाउट नॉट इवन क्लटरिंग. पूछ, अभी मैं इस काम के लिए 1000 रुपये लगाऊंगा कि नहीं. अगर लगाने के लिए तैयार हो तो लगा दो, कर दो वो काम. नहीं लगाओगे तो स्टॉप, थिंक व्हाट एल्स कैन आई डू नाउ.
Yeah.
You're getting it right.
Yeah, I'm getting it. It's very
This is
deep.
so simple, so funny. It is so simple, so funny, yet so deep.
Just so very, very deep. I'm analyzing my. I'm analyzing yesterday what I did.
लेकिन भगवान ने मुझे यही काम करने के लिए भेजा था कि सारा दिन हर न्यूज चैनल में जाके देखो. S-400 कैसे काम करता है वो आपको जान के क्या फायदा होगा. हो सकता है आपको जान के फायदा होगा अगर आप साइंटिस्ट हैं,
Yeah.
या तो आप वॉर एनालिस्ट हैं, या तो आप वॉर हेड एनालिस्ट हैं, या तो
हम्म.
आप कहीं पे आप कुछ कमेंट देने वाले जो लोग सुन के आपको पैसे देंगे.
हाँ जी.
अगर इनमें से कुछ नहीं है, इट कुड बी एंटरटेनमेंट, नथिंग रॉन्ग
Yeah.
विद दैट ऑल्सो. थोड़ा बहुत जानना भी जरूरी
हाँ जी.
है ना. बट S-400 को लगा अगर मैं सारा दिन बैठा रहूं या 2 घंटा 3 घंटा लगा दूं
Okay.
एक एक चीज समझने के लिए, कहाँ से यूज किया, कैसे यूज किया, कौन
हम्म.
से मिसाइल छोड़े, किस स्पीड में छोड़े, कितने को मारा, कितने को मार गिराया,
कितने को मार
मतलब
सकती है.
कितने को मार सकती है. अगर उससे मुझे कुछ मिलने वाला है देन इट मेक सेंस, देन आई विल पुट माय होल अटेंशन ओवर देयर. सब कुछ खिड़की दरवाजे सब बंद करके वहीं पे बैठा रहूं.
Sir, the thing is, I also had a discussion with my friend, and she was saying that I was telling that I'm reading this why I have interest in मतलब I'm from a commerce background, so, but I have interest in quantum field, quantum mechanics and all की जो जो डॉक्टर जो डिस्पेंसर जैसा बताते हैं ये सब चीजें. तो वो कहती कि मेरा क्या मतलब है, मुझे अपनी फील्ड से मतलब है, अगर वो मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट नहीं है उस चीज का तो मैं क्यों. तो मैंने बोला कि भाई ये चीज भी मतलब तुम्हें एक तो तुम्हारा परव्यू बड़ा करती है देखने का, दुनिया कुछ अलग अलग चीजें हैं। मैंने बताया कि कितनी सारी लाइट्स हैं जो हम देख भी नहीं पाते आंखों से, इनफाइनाइट पॉसिबिलिटीज हैं, और साउंड सुन नहीं पाते, तो बहुत सारी चीजें हैं, तो वो चीज पता लगती है। तुम उससे मतलब किसी एबंडेंट फ्रीक्वेंसी में अगर तुम टैप इन कर पाओ फिर तो क्या ही कहने। तो मैं इसे बता रहा था। तो अब मैं समझ नहीं आ रहा कि मैं ठीक हूँ या वो ठीक है।
देखिए क्या होता है कि जब आप किसी को ज्ञान बांटते हैं ना,
हाँ जी।
तो लोगों को उससे कुछ खास मिलता नहीं है।
हाँ जी।
जब आप वैल्यू बांटते हैं तब उनको मिलता है।
या।
आई हैड दिस वन ऑफ ट्यूसडे सेशंस ऑन वैल्यूज, कि लोग आपकी बात क्यों सुनेंगे, व्हाई समवन विल लिसन टू यू, व्हाई विल यू पे Pinaki 1111 to attend these 4 sessions just by listening to him on a session as a stranger, just a one-on-one session for 10-12 minutes। 10-12 मिनट ही हमने बात की थी
हाँ जी। बीएनआई में।
BNI में,
हाँ जी, हाँ जी, 10-15 मिनट्स
फर्स्ट
या।
इंट्रोडक्शन।
या।
Now if I fail to add any value in that conversation, will you have taken any interest?
नो।
No. If I would have given you all the theories of neuro-linguistic programming, would you have taken any interest?
But I was already interested in that thing, and mind, subconscious brain, and all. So
Yeah,
I thought it would
because
be
I
good, great.
connected.
Yeah, because
as
you
i
connected.
as I spoken to you, you said certain things जहां से मैंने आपको कनेक्ट कर लिया।
यस सर, बिकॉज आपसे पहले एक एनएलपी वाली मैम आई थी, उन्होंने मुझे अपना कार्ड भी दिया था, एंड उनका कार्ड भी मेरे वॉलेट में है। मैं कहा था कि मैं आपसे चलो बात करूंगा, मैं मेरे फ्रेंड थे साथ में, बट उनसे कुछ हो नहीं पाया ऐसा कुछ, मतलब मैं भूल भी गया। एंड देन वी मेट एंड वी कनेक्टेड।
है ना? So you the what happened over there, what happened in those 10-12 minutes, why I could even remember that it was 10 to 12 minutes, because मैं भी ऑब्जर्व कर रहा हूँ ना अपने आप को कि कितना कामयाब मैं हूँ आपको टच करने में, आपके साथ रैपो बिल्ड करने में। विद इन दैट शॉर्ट पीरियड ऑफ टाइम मुझे बताना भी है कि NLP क्या चीज है, ये भी बताना कि मैं आपके लिए क्या कर सकता हूँ। सब कुछ मैंने किया अपने तरीके से, बट बिफोर आई डिड दैट आई बिल्ट अ रैपो विथ यू, आई फिगर आउट कि आपको मैं क्या बताने से आपको उसमें वैल्यू दिखेगा।
ओके।
सो
ठीक है, मैं समझ गया,
सेम
मैं
विथ योर
उससे अब
फ्रेंड,
ये।
आपने उस फ्रेंड को बुक के बारे में बताया, शी इज वेरी राइट कि इससे मुझे फायदा क्या मिलने वाला
हाँ, मॉनेटरी बेनिफिट क्या मिलेगा इससे मुझे,
है ना?
और मैं क्या करूंगी जान के।
Exactly. Now, if you would have connected with that monetary benefit, explaining how you got benefited, then it would have worked for her.
ओके। बट मैं ये नहीं बता पाया क्योंकि मैंने वो जो उस बुक को प्रैक्टिकली अप्लाई करा है, बट ऐसे नहीं कर पाया कि मुझे उससे कुछ अभी तक मिले। आई नो कि आगे मिल सकता है। I know he's saying he's quoting the real life examples and technique is true, but yeah, I need to apply it on myself
Exactly.
first.
Exactly. So people always value value. They do not value theory. So if you would have connected to her from that angle, from the angle where she wants to listen to you, then she would have listened to you.
Okay, now I understand. Now I will retaliate.
So the starting point is that you can focus in this term also. Actually, you have two examples right now. One is your friend, one is you yourself.
Okay,
She was very clear. उसका हर मिनट का वैल्यू उसको समझ में आ रहा
हाँ जी।
है ना? Now, if you connect the dots with this concept that I figured out something like this, probably she will find it interesting. कि हाँ यार ये तो सही बता रहा है.
Hmm.
Makes sense. So whatever my rate of income per hour, tomorrow when I think about doing the next activity, I will ask myself whether I'm willing to put that money in to do that activity. और इनफैक्ट आप देखना हर घंटे में कुछ ना कुछ एक ऐसा एक्टिविटी होता है जो सबसे ज्यादा समय लेके चला जाता
Hmm.
In that 1 hour probably you are doing 30 different things, but उसमें से एक एक्टिविटी होगा जो 30 minutes लेके चला जाए.
हाँ जी.
बाकी 29 minutes, 29 activities might take 30 one minute each, but एक एक्टिविटी ऐसा होगा जो मैक्सिमम टाइम लेके कंज्यूम कर लेगा.
And most of the time वो productive भी नहीं होती. Most of the time.
That is a different issue. The point is that that is where you need to catch yourself.
Okay.
The moment you observe that this thing is taking more than 5 minutes, ask yourself, am I willing to put this, whatever your rate of income is per hour, am I willing to put this amount, say 1,000 rupees, am I willing to put 1,000 rupees for this? अगर मेरा मन बोले हाँ लगा दे तो बात बन गई. मन बोल रहा है मत लगा, तो नाउ यू नो. इसको बोलते हैं पर्पसफुल प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन.
Purposeful procrastination. Oh,
दिस इज
procrastination को
इम्पोर्टेंट
positive में.
बट नॉट अर्जेंट फॉर मी.
Okay. So instead of procrastinating good things, you can change this energy to some unuseful things.
एब्सोल्युटली. जस्ट उसको मनी के साथ कनेक्ट कर दो. आपका जो भी पर आवर इनकम है बस उसके साथ कनेक्ट कर दो. एम आई विलिंग टू पुट दिस मच ऑफ मनी इन दिस information right now or not, or in this activity right now or not? If the answer is no, postpone it. If you still think it's important for you, take a note of it somewhere. कि हाँ ये idea मेरे लिए important है. You take a note of it because you know this is important for you. You also know this is not the right thing to invest your time or money on it right now. लेकिन लिख के रहने से क्या फायदा होगा? एक तो दिमाग से खाली हो गया. Now your brain will automatically be productive. Before going to bed, you can look at that list. क्या क्या एक्टिविटी था जो मेरे लिए इंपॉर्टेंट था लेकिन मैंने उसको पोस्टपोन.
Yeah.
And this postponement will not hurt you ever because you know that you purposefully postponed it.
Okay. Purposeful procrastination.
We'll talk on this also in one of the sessions, purposeful procrastination. In fact, power of procrastination के ऊपर हम मनी के साथ कनेक्ट करके बहुत डीप डिस्कशंस कर सकते हैं.
Okay.
Every month I pick up one idea. So this month we are working on the spiritual powers of money.
Okay.
So now can you see the spiritual connection? That is most important.
Yeah. Purpose.
पर्पस मेरा अपनी जिंदगी का वैल्यू, माई लाइफ में वैल्यू ऑफ माई लाइफ, वैल्यू ऑफ माई टाइम, वैल्यू ऑफ माई अटेंशन. इज इट वर्थ इट?
Is it worth it? Yeah.
इफ इट इज नॉट वर्थ इट, और वर्थ के लिए हमने एक सिंपल सा फिगर ले लिया. पर आवर मेरा जो इनकम है उसी अमाउंट को मैंने ले लिया.
तो इनकम हम इमेजिनेटिव यूज कर सकते हैं सर वैसे जो मैं सोच रहा हूँ मेरी ये वैल्यू है.
इमेजिनेटिव मत कीजिए, देन यू कैन नॉट रिलेट. देन इट विल बी इमेजिनेशन ओनली. वॉट
Okay.
एवर योर करेंट रेट ऑफ इनकम उसको लेके काम कीजिए.
Okay.
सी आपका अगर करेंट रेट ऑफ इनकम को बढ़ाना है, देन यू नीड टू फोकस ऑन एक्टिविटीज वेयर यू पुट इन दिस मनी एंड यू गेट मोर आउट ऑफ इट.
Okay.
So naturally you will put your attention in those activities where it will be at investment and you know कल इससे मुझे रिटर्न मिलने वाला.
हाँ जी. हाँ जी. Yeah.
Whatever activities, like the amount of time that you're investing right now in this conversation,
Okay.
ये भी तो आपकी इन्वेस्टमेंट ही है.
हाँ जी. हाँ.
It is not the money that you have given me, it is the amount of money that you are earning every hour and you are putting that money in this conversation. That is the money is at stake. It's not the money that you have given me for this session. It's the amount of money that you are earning every hour. That amount of money is at stake. Are you getting value of that money or not?
Okay.
For example, your rate of income is, again, let us make it simple. Your rate of income is 1,000 rupees.
Okay.
So एक घंटे का आपका 1,000 रुपए का इनकम है.
हाँ जी.
वो आप यहाँ पे ऑलरेडी लगा रहे हो क्योंकि इस टाइम पे आप कुछ कमा नहीं रहे हो. आपका टाइम यहाँ पे लग रहा है.
हाँ जी.
On top of that, say you paid around say 250 rupees to me.
Okay.
1250 का जो investment हुआ, is it worth it or not is the question that you need to ask.
Yeah.
If the answer is yes, then you can make something out of it. If the answer is no, then you need to think, okay, where should I put this time next time.
Okay.
ये थॉट आप अपने सारे एक्टिविटीज में कम से कम आज के दिन के लिए लगाओ. Like it's 4 o'clock right now. Say you go to bed at 10 o'clock, for example. So you have 6 hours with you.
Okay.
आप देखो आने वाले 6 घंटे में ऐसे कौन से एक्टिविटीज आप कर रहे हो जहां पे यू कैन एक्चुअली ऑब्जर्व कि इसके लिए मैं अपना 1000 रुपए लगाने के लिए तैयार हूं या नहीं.
Hmm.
अगर है तो ठीक है, लेट मी डू इट. नहीं है, फाइंड आउट समथिंग एल्स. At least something where I can put this 1000 rupees
Okay.
and get something out of it. That 1000 rupees can be an investment for 10 minutes also. Out of that, all the activity that are doing over that hour, उसमें से जो मेन एक्टिविटी जिसमें आप सबसे ज्यादा टाइम लगा रहे हो उसी पे आपका 1000 rupees जा रहा है.
Okay.
And am I willing to do it or no? If the answer is yes, go. If the answer is no, छोड़ो. Let me find
Okay.
out something else. And you can do one more thing. This is the last part of this session. Prepare a list of daily activities that you are going to do anyway.
Daily activities.
Some 10-12 activities which is associated with money making opportunities, or
Okay.
which is associated with upgrading yourself, updating yourself, upskilling yourself, upscaling yourself.
Anything that could be anything like physical activity and all.
हाँ. The whole point is we are talking about the 5U: updating, upgrading, upscaling, upskilling. है ना? Anything which is upping, up, आपको up कर रहा है, ऊपर लेके जा रहा है, uplift कर रहा है.
Okay.
Take down such 10-15 activities which you will do anyway, whether you do something else or not.
Okay.
The easiest way to do it is just putting down 15-16 activities which you will be doing when you are awake.
Hmm.
हम 8 घंटा सोएंगे, बाकी 16 घंटा जगे रहेंगे.
हाँ जी.
16 घंटे के लिए आप 1-2 घंटा का रिसेस के लिए भी मान लेते हो तो फिर भी 12-14 घंटा आपके पास है जो प्रोडक्टिव आवर्स है.
Hmm.
उसको प्रोडक्टिव रखने के लिए आप 14 ऐसी एक्टिविटी आइडेंटिफाई करो जो आप किसी भी हालत में करोगे.
Okay.
ना तो आपका दिन प्रोडक्टिव रहेगा.
हाँ जी.
And now you know, and you can also see the results. Okay, if your income is 1000 rupees per day per hour right now, it is definitely going to be at least 1% extra within a few days. और 1% का ही तो गेम है, कंपाउंडिंग इफेक्ट
हाँ जी.
है ना. Every week if it is 1%, over a period of 1 year it will be close to 65% compounding. ₹1000 per hour का 1650 per hour एक साल में बनना is not a joke.
Hmm.
Just by being a little focused कि मैं अपना समय कहाँ पे लगा रहा हूँ. Purposeful procrastination and
Okay.
focusing on 12 to 14 activities that you will do anyway throughout the day. उसके लिए समय निकालना ही है कहीं से भी. And then you see what happens.
Okay.
You must follow the activities which are there from day one. If you need any clarification of any of them, just connect with me.
Sure.
ठीक है? Good session, worth it.
Very, very deep.
See, now you have an opportunity. You know, you are meeting all these BNI people every week.
Yeah.
धीरे धीरे आप उनके साथ मुझे इंट्रोड्यूस करवाओ.
आपको?
but it has to be a,
I have to introduce you to them.
in the sense that you know that I was there, they all
Yeah.
noticed me. अगर आपको लग रहा है कि मुझसे आपको कुछ वैल्यू मिल रहा है, you start
But,
projecting. Don't sell anything, don't promote anybody as any, promote me anyway as if that you are promote, you are selling me. ऐसे नहीं करना है. आप खाली ऑब्जर्व करो कि आप उनके लाइफ में कुछ वैल्यू ऐड कर पा रहे हो या नहीं, based on the conversation that you are having with.
but as of now, I will try. But as of now, I don't think anyone of them is like interested in these kind of purposeful talks. But I will try. I'll try to
आपको ना
make it up.
बातें बातों में बात करनी है.
Okay. Like, yeah, I had a session with Mr. Pinaki, and
हाँ,
that was a great session.
in fact if you want I can give a list of all the 15 people जिनके साथ मैंने interact किया.
Okay.
You don't need to sell any of my product. You just observe that when you are sharing, what value you are adding. For
Okay.
example, आप उनको बोल सकते कि पिनाकी साहब मेरी ये बात उन्होंने मुझे बहुत अच्छी चीज सिखाई.
Hmm.
And you just share that one concept with them.
Okay.
If they ask you कि आप उनके साथ टच में हो, कि आप
Hmm.
उनके साथ कोई ट्रेनिंग ले रहे हो, then only you talk about training. Otherwise, just do not talk about anything. You only see, this is what I'm saying, this you observe how much value you are adding to somebody's life rather than sharing a theory.
Okay.
For you, not to promote me directly.
So that they could connect. Like you were saying about my friend, I have to say something valuable to her.
हाँ, एक
That
पॉइंट आप उनको बोलो, then they might ask आपको कहाँ से मिला ये पॉइंट, then only you talk about.
okay. Sure.
मतलब I am training you into the art of adding value rather than sharing theory.
Adding value. Yeah.
जैसे
That
आप
is
कुकिंग में
that's
सीख रहे हो, आप खाली
very
वैल्यू
deep.
ऐड करो. जैसे आप जो डिस्पेंसर से सीख रहे हो, तो आपने वैल्यू ऐड किया ना, आई
हाँ
लाइक
जी.
दिस, आई लाइक दिस. ऐसा तो नहीं कि आप मेरे को कह रहे हो जो डिस्पेंसर का कोर्स ले लो,
नहीं नहीं, मैंने बुक ही लिया है कोर्स.
है ना. So this is what I'm suggesting, that you say and just observe what is happening. Are you actually able to adding value to their life or not?
Okay.
Then you see what happens. ठीक है.
जी.
गुड. आज का
Very
दिन
good.
ना के लिए था. यू आर रियली ब्लेस्ड.
Thank you, sir. I know I'm blessed.
Nobody is in the entire session and we actually had a one-on-one conversation. It's very powerful.
Yeah, I realized I was talking about my friend with some about something, and indirectly the topic was that you also raised that same topic. I could resonate. Like, what's the purpose? कि मैं क्यों ये सब ये you are the placebo, मतलब ये सब क्यों मैं क्यों जानूं इस चीज के बारे में, क्वांटम के बारे में. And in fact, she is a science student, but still, I'm telling her about light and particle theory, like observation changes the result. So she was saying like that कि वो मेरी लाइफ में कैसे करेगा. तो मैंने बोला there are thousands of thoughts in your head. The ones you are paying attention to manifest in your life. So that's what I'm talking about. तो कहीं मॉनिटर क्या फायदा है मेरे को इससे, मैं क्या करूँ उससे, मैं वो लगा वही
Absolutely.
उससे. तो आई वॉज नॉट एबल टू कन्वे माई सेल्फ प्रॉपरली, क्योंकि मेरे साथ मैंने खुद भी वो एक्सपीरियंस नहीं, थियोरेटिकली पता है. I had need to add value. Okay, I would invest now. My productive
There is
hours.
another way of doing it is asking the other person questions starting with how about.
Hmm. How about?
How about. मान लो उसी का बोलो how about if you discover how you think, your productivity grows.
Okay.
How about that? if you notice carefully, if you just observe this session, मैं अभी रिकॉर्डिंग शेयर करूंगा ना, आप देखना मैंने कितने बार ये सवाल पूछा आपको, हाउ अबाउट.
How about? Yeah.
इनफैक्ट द वेरी फर्स्ट मीटिंग, दोस 12 मिनट्स, उससे मैंने कम से कम 2-3 बार 4 बार आपको पूछा होगा हाउ अबाउट.
Hmm. Now, like when we were talking about visiting cards, you said that how about we use this?
है ना. तो इवन इफ यू नो योर बिजनेस क्लाइंट्स, आपके जो बिजनेस डिस्कशंस होते हैं, जो नए क्लाइंट्स को मीट करते हैं, नए प्रोस्पेक्ट्स को मीट करते हैं, उनको ना जब आप मीट करेंगे, यू स्टार्ट द कन्वर्सेशन विथ हाउ अबाउट, इंस्टेड से दे विल आस्क यू व्हाट डू यू डू.
Hmm.
ओके, यू आस्क देम सर व्हाट यू आर इनटू. अब वो अपने बारे में कुछ ना कुछ तो बोलेगा ना.
हाँ जी.
जो बोलेगा आपको उसमें से 3-4 पॉइंट आइडेंटिफाई करना है, जिसको आप हाउ अबाउट क्वेश्चन में कन्वर्ट कर दो.
Okay.
और उसको किसी ना किसी तरीके से एक प्रोडक्टिव एंगल डालना पड़ेगा.
Productive angle.
See, you are into garment industry, right?
Yeah.
Let me give one example. Listen to this whole conversation from monetary point of view, and it's going
Okay.
to a spiritual conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, छोटा सा. So you are into garment industry. आप
Yes.
exactly करते क्या है?
Manufacturer.
मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं. मैन्युफैक्चर करते हैं डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ गारमेंट्स,
Yeah.
है ना. उसमें थ्रेड के डेंसिटी वगैरह ऐसा बहुत कुछ होता है, मैंने सुना है.
Yeah.
ओके, यार्न्स होते हैं. नाउ से वन ऑफ योर प्रोस्पेक्टिव कस्टमर कैन बी समबडी जो उसको कपड़ों की जरूरत है, एक पर्टिकुलर टेक्सचर की, एक पर्टिकुलर थ्रेड डेंसिटी की, एंड नाउ दैट टू गेट टू नो अबाउट ओनली व्हेन यू आस्क देम, राइट?
Yeah.
ओके, नाउ व्हेन यू नो दैट दिस इज द काइंड ऑफ garment they require, and you know that you can manufacture it, you can offer that person about asking exactly the specific that you're looking for. If I offer the same at a cheaper price,
Defines. Okay.
how about we ask, you have to ask from how about.
How about?
How about if I first you get to know about that person, usko jarurat kya hai,
हाँ जी.
and then you ask how about if I offer you the same thing,
Hmm.
exactly the same thing at a cheaper price.
Okay.
Would like to have a deal with me for 3 months.
Okay.
आपने उसको क्या क्या मैसेज दिया? आपने पहला मैसेज ये दिया कि आप जहां से ले रहे हो लेते रहो, मैं उसको बंद करने के लिए नहीं कह रहा हूँ.
हाँ.
मैं आपको ये भी बोल रहा हूँ, आप जिस क्वालिटी का ले रहे हो मैं आपको वही क्वालिटी दूंगा.
But थोड़ा cheap price में.
आप जिस प्राइस में ले रहे हो उससे कम प्राइस में दूंगा. मैं उससे कम प्राइस में इसलिए दे सकता हूँ क्योंकि मेरे ओवरहेड्स कम है. और
Okay.
कुछ समय के लिए घड़ी डिटर्जेंट पहले इस्तेमाल करो फिर विश्वास.
हाँ जी.
लेकिन इस्तेमाल करने के लिए भी फ्री में नहीं देता,
हम्म.
है ना. तो आपने क्या बोला? आप एक बार लेके दे. हाउ अबाउट,
Okay. और
आप मुझे अपना प्राइस बता किस प्राइस में आपको मिल रहा है. आई विल
हाँ
गिव इट
जी.
अ लेसर प्राइस. जितने कम प्राइस में मैं आपको दूंगा, उतना कम से कम आपको प्रॉफिट में भी मिलेगा. मेरे से तो प्रॉफिट मिलेगा ही, उसको जब आप कपड़े से जब आप ड्रेस वगैरह जो भी बनाओगे, उसमें भी आपको प्रॉफिट मिलेगा.
बट सर यहाँ पे तो ऐसा क्या होता है कि कंपटीशन चक्कर में लोग इतना प्राइसेस में प्राइस को ड्रॉप करवाते हैं, तो इट मतलब काइंड ऑफ नेक्स्ट टू इम्पॉसिबल कि सामने वाला ऑलरेडी जो हम प्राइस कोट करेंगे उसके नीचे ही बोलेगा कि नहीं मेरे को
कोई
इतने
नहीं,
में
आप
मिल रहा
पता
है.
कर लो कहाँ से ले रहा है.
ब्लफ भी करते हैं और कुछ जगह है ऐसी जो होलसेल में खरीद के किलो किलो के भाव जो बाहर से
तो
आता है।
वो जिस भी मटेरियल ले रहा है, जहां से भी ले रहा है, अगर आपको पता चल गया, आप उसी मैन्युफैक्चरर के पास जाके पूछ सकते हो कि भैया मेरे को ये आप किस प्राइस में दे सकते हो, लोएस्ट प्राइस बताओ और उसका इक्विवेलेंट वॉल्यूम बताओ।
ओके।
कुछ तो आइडिया होगा, कुछ तो बोलेगा। जो मैन्युफैक्चर खुद करे वो तो आपको कुछ तो प्राइस बोलेगा, अपने थोड़ा बहुत प्रॉफिट रखते।
हम्म।
आपको खाली देखना है उस प्रॉफिट में आप कितना दिन मैनेज कर सकते हो, उससे कम प्रॉफिट से आपको एंट्री मारना है।
ओके।
अब एंट्री मारने से आपका दूसरा फायदा क्या होगा, अगर वो बंदा उस ओरिजिनल मैन्युफैक्चरर से पहले भी ले रहा था ना, अभी भी लेता रहेगा, लेकिन साथ में आपका भी लेता रहेगा।
हाँ जी, हाँ जी।
क्वांटिटी कम हो लेकिन फिर भी आपसे लेगा।
हाँ जी।
आपको उसी को हर डिलीवरी में थोड़ा थोड़ा करके बढ़ाना है। ऐसे 2% आपने बढ़ा दिया, 3% बढ़ा दिया इन द क्वांटिटी।
ओके।
आपने 100 मीटर्स लिए थे, इस मंथ मैं आपको 102 मीटर्स दे रहा हूँ।
उसी प्राइस में।
नहीं, उस रेट में,
ओके।
लेकिन आपने थोड़ा सा वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज करवाया।
ओके।
रेट आपका वही फिक्स है, आपने थोड़ा सा वॉल्यूम इंक्रीज करवाया, तो उसको आदत बन जाएगी ना।
हाँ जी।
अब ये जो आपसे वो जो ज्यादा लेगा, वो उधर से या तो कम करेगा या तो उसका बिजनेस बढ़ जाएगा, तो दोनों को मेंटेन करेगा।
हाँ जी।
आगे उसको जितना ज्यादा जरूरत होगा वो लेगा आप ही से। है कि नहीं?
हाँ जी। हाँ जी।
आपको खाली उसको आरओआई दिखाना है आगे जाकर। और उसका तरीका, सबसे अच्छा तरीका, हाउ अबाउट।
हम्म।
How about if I increase this month's delivery to 105 meters? Will it be more profitable for you?
ओके, इफ यू आस्किंग मी कि मुझे 400 पीसी चाहिए, आई वुड से आप 410 लेके देख लो। हाउ अबाउट इफ यू टेक 450 ऑर्डर्स फ्रॉम मी।
हाँ, हाँ। Will it be little more profitable for you? आपने थोड़ी सी बात की, लिटिल मोर। 1% ऑफ 1 करोड़ इज अ बिग मनी।
या नाउ आई गेट इट, या।
है ना? वो बोलेगा मेरा मर्सिडीज का 1 मंथ का ईएमआई निकल जाएगा। वैल्यू, वैल्यू, वी आर नॉट टॉकिंग अबाउट वैल्यू। मैं ऐसे बिजनेस कंसल्टेशन देता हूँ। मेरे पास है कुछ क्लाइंट्स, उनको आई कॉल देम बिजनेस इंटेलिजेंस कंसल्टेशन। नथिंग
बिजनेस।
न्यू, कुछ नई बात नहीं है, थोड़ा सा ट्वीक है। एंड यू डिस्कवर दैट यस, इसमें दम है, इसमें वैल्यू है। एंड व्हेन यू स्टार्ट प्रैक्टिसिंग इट, आपको वैल्यू मिलना शुरू हो जाता
ओके।
है। You start with this question and remember this question,
हाउ
how
अबाउट।
और साथ में वो लास्ट में जोड़ सकते हो, will it be a little more profitable for you?
हम्म।
Can you see some extra profit in the long run?
ओके।
Again, if I ask you the same question, how about whatever I suggest, how about doing this? Do you see that something extra is coming to you? There is a possibility.
या 100%, या there's a
1,000 rupees per hour can go up by 1,500 rupees, at least 1,005 rupees per hour, 5% भी extra हो सकता
5% is a huge।
है ना? एग्जैक्टली जैसे मैं आपसे बात करना, आपको बिल्कुल इसी तरह से बात करनी है।
ओके, आई वुड
This is
अप्लाई दिस।
neuro-linguistic programming is all about. Neuro-linguistic programming. You are using the language that your client understands.
ओके।
अगर आपको पता चल गया ना कि उसके साथ यही लैंग्वेज में काम होता है, then you don't need to work hard. You will working smart.
या।
And for that smart work, you will put hard work.
यस।
है ना, हार्ड वर्क कर रहे हैं उस प्रोसेस को और स्मार्टर बनाने के लिए।
ताकि बाद में हार्ड वर्क और कम हो जाए।
हाँ, so every time I do hard work, I know that I'm putting this hard work to make my smart work smarter.
Yeah. Like automation.
Automation. System.
System, yeah.
Putting a system in place. You know what is the full form of system? SYSTEM.
No.
SYS is save yourself. SYS.
Yeah.
SYS is save yourself.
Save yourself.
And TEM is time, energy, and money.
Save yourself, time, energy, and money. Okay. Save yourself, time, energy, and money.
जो काम रिपीटेटिव है वो आप रिपीटेटिवली क्यों करेंगे, आप उसका एक सिस्टम बना दो, सो दैट विल सेव योरसेल्फ टाइम, एनर्जी एंड मनी। उसके लिए जो पैसा आपका लग रहा था वो लगेगा नहीं, और जो आ रहा था वो आता ही रहेगा।
आता है।
है ना?
Yeah.
Good, fantastic. So let's disperse, and I'll share the recordings as soon as it is available.
Okay, sir. Okay.
I believe it's a very valuable session for you today.
Yeah, very valuable. Yeah. But I got purposeful procrastination.
Yes, yes, very powerful. Very well. You know that now you're procrastinating with a purpose.
Yeah.
You will never have any guilt feeling.
Guilt. Yeah, yeah.
है ना, वो
No
feeling
guilt.
कभी नहीं है. Rather, you will enjoy that. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Bye-bye, sir.